It's a little group today, unless Jane waltzes in later. She normally does. Lessons for the week. Who wants to start?
I'll go ahead and start. Um, I picked one that actually didn't resonate with me a whole lot. I mean, it resonated with me enough. So I always keep going back to the one that I love so much. Um, and I'm trying to find out where I put that one that I love so much because I've got all kinds of them. Um,
I want to see a photo of all of those, Gary. I want to see a
Oh,
photo of your computer
Gary
screen
took
with
a
all those
photo.
post-its.
I'll share it
I
in the group, in the message group.
yeah, do. Um, I I go to this one that you need to do so little. You need to do your little part. It's so powerful that it will bring the whole to you. Accept your little part and let the whole be yours. And then there's another one that I just think was really tremendous that I just read, and I'm looking for it. And I can't find it right now.
So have you got layers upon layers on your
I
computer
do.
screen?
I have to flip up which one, which one. Well, what I'm kind of finding is I'm having this vision that I want to start a some sort of um, a group coaching slash membership group where we really create community and we have accountability groups. We help each other in those accountability groups, and it would include the Course of Miracles, or parts of it at least, and then other aspects of business from an organization I belong to called Bellwether Alliance, and they have an amazing, like I think it's 56 credos for life that are just amazing and incredible. So I'm thinking about doing something like that. I keep feeling that a lot of times people feel very isolated and
Mm.
alone and not supported. And and I'm thinking I should do something with that. It's just sort of this niggly bit inside of me that as people become more disconnected, more AI driven, because AI is infusing itself into everything. And part of AI is absolutely wonderful. I love it. I will use it for my whole life. And um, people, as we know, will distort something that could be really great and make it not so great, like making deep fake videos of people that they should never be making deep fake videos of and stuff like that. But I think technology can serve us as well. Anyways, I'm just having that thought about it. When I say that, what do you guys feel?
I love it.
Like, yeah, I can't be bothered. Oh, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Or what do you feel?
I
Well,
love
it
it.
does sound like a good idea because that's what we have here. That's what we
Mm,
Yeah,
created here as community. So,
mm.
yeah,
and we all show up as you know for the majority of the time, unless there's something extreme that we can't show up in. But it is a community, so I think it's a great idea.
Yep.
yeah. I keep thinking that too.
Hmm.
Mm.
I bring in a lot. I'm going to bring in a lot more in Course of Miracles, but I'm just feeling like people are struggling and they really don't have support.
So what would be the support, Gary? Just the mere fact that everybody's there, that they able to talk about what's happening, or are you just
I'll,
going to let
I'll
it morph into its own thing?
no, I'll probably do group processing with people with the group. They'll be reading assignments. There'll be, like I said, like not support groups, but mentoring groups. Groups that come together where, like, let's say there's four people and you guys are accountability partners, and we're setting goals. We're going for certain things that we want to fulfill. I know for myself, this is kind of my group with you guys, is I've been going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with this whole thing of how do I look into the future without seeing what the possible left turns or right turns are, carrying a lot of responsibility, and yet not having certainty. And I look at that and I go, I know it's just around the corner. I can feel it. Like I can viscerally feel it. And that certainty kind of showed up today, which was very interesting. And then Robert always said, "See, I told you. I always tell you. I
Good
always
on
tell you
Robert.
everything works out. We're always taken care of." And I know this, but down inside there's a little squiggly bit that's going, it's like a trigger that won't shut up.
Mm. You just need that
But
bit of control.
yeah, I mean, it's very interesting how life shows up and slaps you around a bit and then brings you to pasture. It's just interesting. So, does that happen for you guys? Not to divert us too much, but does that happen for you guys as well?
With the niggly little
Oh,
thing.
that little Achilles heel that it doesn't hurt you enough to really hurt you, but is just in the background with phantom pain. And then you kind of go, God, I wish that wasn't there, but it is. And then suddenly something happens when you least expect it, and things just change. Oh,
I think it's an accumulation of what's happening around at the time too, isn't it?
it can be.
Create that. So it's not necessarily a one thing. It could be an accumulation of different things, and trying to pinpoint it is the difficult part.
Well, I found, like, was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was the day before. I just sat down and I said, look, God, like my higher counsel, that's who I talk to. And I said, open up these doors, let movement happen, and I'm turning it over to you. Like, just take care of it. And I'm not going to think about it anymore. And I
Mm.
did, and then all kinds of things happened in the next 2 days, which was wild. It's like very fast manifestation. So I think there's something really to be said for surrendering niggly bits over.
Well,
What
those
about?
It's
niggly.
they're like, is it like self-doubt and that little voice that comes up and says, well, that didn't work for you last time? Or
No, it's more like I put out this massive effort in all transparency, like the IICT, launching the TMRT on, 5 different continents, and we got very little traction on it. And I'm thinking, okay, so it's beta test. The ad wasn't right. I didn't obviously explain it well enough or something because the ad's so small you can't put a lot of copy on it. And I just thought that there would be a robust response to it, but there wasn't. I'm just like, oh, Lord, how long is it going to take me to be able to find the right niche to get this to manifest? I haven't been able to find it yet. And then that thing happened today with the firefighters. I'm like, that would be the niche. There's millions of those guys all over America. I'll just send them right to the online certification and then get certified. So, but it's like getting over one disappointment after another disappointment after another disappointment with so much effort and still holding on that everything is coming in its perfect time.
Yeah.
That's the niggly bit for me.
mm,
And fun fact, IICT is a New Zealand company.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Damn Kiwis. That was for you, Carl.
Come on, you love us. We're a beautiful bunch of people for a small island down by the Antarctica.
What's it, an earthquake fault or whatever it is along the Ring of Fire. Yeah. Shaking
Along
up.
the Ring of Fire. It's a volatile area.
Uh, so mine was the same as yours, Gary. Your brother, I think we chose the same one. Your brother is as right as you are, and if you think he's wrong, you are condemning yourself. And then I put in your little quote of change your focus to being equally right. And I don't feel like I had a lot of opportunity to test it because I've had a very well, relationship wise, it's been a cruisy week. There's a lot of work going on, but it's accounting work, so it's all just head down in the figures and the legislation and blah blah blah. So um but relationships have been good. I guess my biggest test is always how I am with the horses, and I had a lesson yesterday and I took out a more challenging horse today, not my horse. Although my Rose was carrying on like a pork chop as well. Apparently some of them are coming into season, so they all go a bit mental, and there's only one gelding in the whole property, so they all call to him. Poor guy.
I'm sure he doesn't feel that way.
Get over here and service me.
He does. He's like, oh my God, he just wants to like hide in the corner. It's like, get away from me. Because he's a little bit smaller than most of them as well. So, but Rose can't access him because she's in a different herd. So she's carrying on. But when I went up to see her, she just stood there calmly. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just take her for a walk and put the halter on. And yeah, she just walked with me beautifully, even though just a minute before she was running up and down and calling out. And so I think I'm in a good space.
Mm. Well, that's the acid test for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else? How did you go for the week, Coralie?
So mine was because I will to know myself, I see you as God's son and my brother. And then the next day, I came across a Rumi quote, which is, I searched for God and found only myself. I searched for myself and found only God. And that has brought me great peace.
Nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Nice. Linda?
If you perceive his errors and accept them, you are accepting yours, which related to one in paragraph 6, which is to perceive errors in anyone and to react to them as if they were real is to make them real to you. So Thursday night, I was heading to the top of the Boot, the York Peninsula, and to work in the food van for the weekend. And before I left, so Thursday morning,
You froze.
I wasn't going to see Swabby that night. Can you still hear me? I think I've frozen.
Yeah,
You've
yeah,
frozen
we
for a
can
bit.
hear you now.
Yeah, I thought so. So yeah, the Thursday morning before Swabby went to work, we ended up having this bloody argument. It was just so stupid. And so over the weekend, I sort of reflected on that when I wasn't busy serving people, and then when I got home, it was different because it was different in me because I decided I wasn't going to make that particular thing real. It was more like, okay, I need to be more considerate. I need to listen more, and just calm myself, which will make the situation calmer. So, so since I've been home, that whole thing of not making it, don't react to them about like it's real, because otherwise it makes it real to me. I've not been doing that, and I've found that it's much better. The communication is much better. And it's only because of, we had a full moon and it's been cold and, all these sorts of outside situations that come in that just can create these niggly little moments. So I found that it's been different, and we can just communicate in a calmer way. Interesting. I mean, it's really messing with my head, but it's good as well.
Yeah. That's what this is all about, messing with the head.
Yeah.
Turning it around
Exactly.
and changing how we think and feel about things. Absolutely.
Exactly. And plus, I got to talk to the person that I've been working with over the weekend, and her and I have become great mates. She's just such a beautiful soul. And she's in a new relationship as well. So, we sort of had the opportunity to discuss that. And she comes from a Bible God situation. Oh, not situation, but a Bible God thing. And so it was just interesting to listen to her perspective as well. Yeah, don't make it real. Don't make everyone else's stuff real, because it's not real to you unless you allow it to be. Simples.
Hi, Jane.
Hi, Jane.
Hey. Sorry, I completely lost track of time and I looked at the clock. I'm like, oh my God. But I said, I'm coming to see my friends.
Good on you.
Just in time for your lesson.
Yes, yes. How did your lesson go for the week?
Oh,
Not good,
I feel
huh,
a story
Jane?
coming on.
it's
Shall
been
we-
a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, it's been a challenge, but today's Tuesday and this week is headed in the best direction.
Good.
Enough
Love
said.
being
Shall we-
human.
What's that?
Love being human.
Yes. Yeah.
Such
All
a
right,
treat.
okay. Yeah, the screen.
I think we were going to revisit number 6 too, weren't we, V? Is that what we decided
Yeah.
last week?
Yeah, we can do that. Would you like to read it then?
Sure. You cannot correct yourself. Is it possible then for you to correct another? Yet you can see them truly, because it is possible for you to see yourself truly. It is not up to you to change your brother and merely to accept him as he is. His errors do not come from the truth that is in him, and only this truth is yours. His errors cannot change this and can have no effect at all on the truth to you. To perceive errors in anyone and to react to them as if they were real is to make them real to you. You will not escape paying the price for this, not because you are being punished for it, but because you are following the wrong guide and will therefore lose your way. I just love that paragraph.
Mm,
That's an extraordinary paragraph, actually.
yeah. And that sounds exactly like your week, Linda.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And possibly James.
I think so. I think so, because I was looking to change a few people.
Out there with your magic wand again, huh, Jane?
Bippity boppity boo. And abracadabra. I tried both.
Mm. Do we need to break it up?
I would love to have it read again, just because I think that one paragraph is so infinitely useful as to where most of us are.
Mm.
It's just, and it's the way out.
Mm.
That
Yes.
is very
Yes,
simply put.
exactly.
And it is
Yeah.
a
Yep.
way out of all of the imbalances in every one of our lives. Is this one?
Mm.
It's always the way out is through the ability not to project your separated mind onto another.
Mm. I have been thinking about that, not in, well, this is kind of just refreshed. A lot of what I think about now is, so I can see things in other people, therefore that is part of me as well. But there's people that I just don't understand at all, and it's because, and this is it, it's because I don't have whatever it is that is causing this disruption to them. I can't see it in, because I don't have it, so I can't see it in others. I can't see it in the, I just don't understand it.
Mm.
And I'm okay with that now. I don't need
Yeah.
to understand it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. I've got a thing sort of might be like what you're saying. It's like Kevin and this guy down south, they were very close friends and they had a very long, drawn out falling out, and they got this great big power play thing going on. And so, and I'm just saying to Kevin, like, he's like, why is he still being such an asshole? And I'm like, because you are. And, he's a mirror. He's just
Yeah.
doing the same as you. And, but I can spout all that as much as I want. But what about me? Why am I believing it? Why am I drawn into that?
But are you believing it? You're just all you're doing is being the medium to
Never.
tell Kevin because Kevin's a very strong personality.
He
Um,
is.
so I'm assuming that this friend of his is a strong personality, but you're being the kind of mediator here. You're not being drawn into it per se, are you?
No, because I just see them both equally in the situation.
Yeah, you're
But
the observer.
Mm.
Yeah.
mm, I
And
s-
who's going to?
and with a bit of trying to just fix Kevin,
Right.
Mhm. Mhm.
If you could just see this as clearly as I do, everything would be all right.
Mhm.
But that's not true, is it? I think that we're sort of delving deeper than that, and that I'm still, even in telling you about it, I'm in it.
Well, we're learning from your experience as well. So
Yeah.
thanks for sharing. And we know Kevin, so, understand.
Yeah. And maybe he needs to be the bigger man and, make up for it, and then he'll feel much better about himself and the situation.
They're a long way from
I was kidding.
I do not say that.
I know Kevin.
Mhm.
Mm.
That
Sorry,
would
I'll
be
shut up now.
So, Gary, do you think someone should reread this?
I'm happy to do it. I'm just writing
Okay.
out my statement because I've already found it.
Oh,
Oh, get that up here. Ah, okay. You cannot correct yourself. It is, sorry. Is it possible then for you to correct another? Yet you can see him truly because it is not possible. Oh, I'm sorry, because it is possible for you to see yourself truly. It is not up to you to change your brother, but merely to accept him as he is. His errors do not come from the truth that is in him, and only this truth is yours. His errors cannot change this and can have no effect at all on the truth in you. To perceive errors in anyone and to react to them as if they were real is to make them real to you. You will not escape paying the price for this, not because you're being punished for it, but because you are following the wrong guide and will therefore lose your way. I love that.
Yeah.
I guess the only small sentence in there that I'm just not clear about is you cannot correct yourself. So, but isn't that what we're attempting to do as far as how we perceive things, or, regardless of whether they're real to us or not? When it says you cannot correct yourself, I'm just not feeling that.
I kind of feel like it's actually because no one needs correcting.
Yeah, okay. I can go with that.
Yeah.
And that is just so freeing to realize that you don't need to fix anybody, including yourself, really, except to maybe just, the atonement and to be able to communicate with God.
Yeah.
And the God in everyone else as well. That's been the big one for me here, is to actually, I know it's said it hundreds of times through here about, walking hand in hand into heaven with your brothers and sisters. And you can't see that they're your brothers and sisters until you can see the God in them. But this chapter or this section's really hammered that home for me about actually searching for that in another.
Yeah.
Shall we move on?
I would be happy to.
Yeah.
Who wants to read number 7?
Oh, well,
Go for it, Carly.
your brother's errors are not of him, any more than yours are of you. Accept his errors as real, and you have attacked yourself. If you would find your way and keep it, see only truth beside you, for you walk together. The Holy Spirit in you forgives all things in you and in your brother. His errors are forgiven with yours. Atonement is no more separate than love. Atonement cannot be separate because it comes from love. Any attempt you make to correct a brother means you believe correction by you is possible. And this can only be the arrogance of the ego. Correction is of God. Who does not know of arrogance?
And we've been preempting that paragraph all along.
You were, yeah.
Wow.
I don't really understand the correction is of God. Because I thought God saw us all as perfect.
What was that?
This
Correction
right
is of
near
God.
the correction is of God.
Well, if the sentence before Curly goes, any attempt you make to correct a brother means that you believe correction by you is possible. this can only be the ego. And then says, correction is of God, who does not know of arrogance. So my sense is that it's just another way of saying God is just divine love, and that's all it is. At least that's how I'm taking it.
Does that help, Caroline?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's more my judgment on the word correction.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow. I am seeing so many things that I want to write down.
Well, it's page 167, Gary.
160. Oh, yeah, sorry, it is 167.
167 and 168 of the text.
Paragraph 7.
Yeah.
It's been a really interesting um,
Chapter.
chapter, yes.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the next one, actually. Let's get through number 8. Come on, let's do it. We can do
Yeah,
this.
let's do it. Because it's the last one and that's always beautiful.
Yeah.
Jane, do you want to read that one?
Sure. 8.
Yes.
The Holy Spirit forgives everything because God created everything. Do not undertake his function, or you will forget yours. Accept only the function of healing in time, because that is what time is for. God gave you the function to create in eternity. You do not need to learn that, but you do need to learn to want it. For that is all learning was made. For that all learning was made. This is the Holy Spirit's use of an ability that you do not need, but that you made. Give it to him. Do not understand how to use it. He will teach you how to see yourself without condemnation, by learning how to look on everything without it. Condemnation will then not be real to you, and all your errors will be forgiven. Wow, there's a lot in there.
Yeah, there
There's
is.
a lot in there.
So, the Holy Spirit forgives everything because God created everything. I think we get that, right?
Yeah.
Do not undertake his function, or you will forget yours. Wow. Yeah, don't try to be something that you're not.
And you see, I mean, I've seen a lot of that, and I've probably seen it myself as well. When you're trying to correct someone else, and it's actually your own, it's you know, it's your own thing that you're actually working on, and until you accept that,
Right.
nothing happens, nothing shifts.
Accept only the function of healing in time, because that is what time is for.
When you were reading that, Gary, I was thinking of the processes that you do. And now that I think back to what you were doing, it's like it is that connection to God. And it's, you know, you do the timeline processes where you go back in time to work out where that feeling came from and you heal it and you come back and you go into the future to place that healing along your timeline. That's kind of what I saw when Jane was reading that. I love those processes.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
great insight, actually.
Mm.
Being,
Mm.
because that's what those processes are meant to do, is sort of take you out of time and put you in your own state of presence.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
Mm.
So God gave you the function to create in eternity. Has anyone ever thought of that?
I haven't.
No, I haven't either.
God gave you the function to create an eternity. I think if we understood except only the function of healing in time, because that is what time is for, God gave you the function to create an eternity.
Well, that was all part of what I was saying with the
Yeah,
timeline. Yeah,
yeah.
because the changes you make just flow backwards and forwards.
I think, the next line I think is the most poignant. It says, you do not need to learn that, but you do need to learn to want it. So in my mind, it's saying, the real nugget in this paragraph is to long for unification with God. And then that begins to heal it all.
Mm.
Well, the chapter is the acceptance of the atonement. So that's
Yeah.
pretty much what you were saying.
Yeah.
So doesn't it reference back to you don't need to learn it because in eternity you will learn it?
You already know it at some point. Yeah.
Gang, I think we know it all the time. It's just that we identify so much with our bodies and our personalities and our relationships here that we forget the eternal quality of who we are, this animating principle that is eternal. I don't think we have to become anything. I think we have to well, for me anyways, I have to unravel the illusion that I have believed to be real. And then I return to that immortal thing. This one thing that says, the Holy Spirit in you forgives all things in you and in your brother. And it's really identifying with that sacred, pure spiritual part of yourself. What do you guys think?
I often think of the little soul,
Mm,
so
little soul
little
inside.
soul wants to come here to learn different things, wants to learn how to, can't even remember now, but
He wanted to learn how to love.
yes. And there's another book of the little soul as well, wanting to learn how to do something else. But I often think of that since we've been doing this group. I often think of that because you're right. We do know, from the minute that we're born, we know exactly how it is. We know exactly that our life is planned out. Every path that we take is the correct path because that's the path that we've already chosen to do in order to build our relationships and to find our way and to learn those lessons that we came here to learn. So it's that is what I'm seeing in that paragraph as well.
Mm.
Mm.
The sentence, this is the Holy Spirit's use of an ability that you do not need, but that you made. That's thrown me a curve.
Where is that? Oh, I see it now.
Yeah. Is anyone else scratching their head on that?
Well, I'm looking back and I think he's talking about the ability is the function of healing, because that's what was mentioned, except only the function of healing in time, because that is what time is for. God gave you the function of healing to create in eternity. And you don't need to learn how to heal, but you do need to learn to want it. That is the Holy Spirit's use of an ability, the ability to function to heal. I think that's what it means. That you don't need, but that you made, because it's part of our journey. Does that help? Is it muddy
I think
now?
that was a good definition, V.
Yeah. You can't really take any of these sentences on their own. You
No.
have to read everything around it to put it in context to see what part of the brain is it trying to poke now.
Isn't it curious how many different ways the Course in Miracles talks about our salvation is to stop judging others, our salvation is to look through the unification of us being the Holy Spirit, our soul only, and that if we condemn ourselves. I mean, it's it's almost in every chapter.
Yeah.
And yet the actual practice of it, I don't know about you guys, but when you go out into the world, does it not seem that your mind defaults to that automatic judgment? Like automatic, it just bam, like it's there. And you're like, oh my God, why do I feel like, well, that's why I'm judging and condemning. So
Mhm.
um, it says it multiple times in multiple ways, but it comes down to that one simple thing. And it's difficult to do. But I think it's the only thing that we're here to do.
Yep.
I love this one line from number 7. Any that you make to correct a brother means that you believe correction by you is possible. Correction is of God, who does not know of arrogance. It's beautiful.
Mm.
I have 3 statements I'm taking on this week.
Just to add to your collection there.
Yes, I'm going to be
Gary,
a glutton for punishment.
You-
you've inspired me. I think I will go back and actually put it in a lovely journal, all the lessons that we've taken for the weeks and all the highlights that I've got, and it'll be in one journal so I can just refer to that.
You know,
That's great.
do me a favor, V, before we finish tonight. If you've got that picture of my computer screen, do a screen share of it.
Uh,
If you don't worry about it.
Let me see if I don't know if I've downloaded it.
That's good.
I'll have a
You've
look
seen it
though.
though, haven't
I'll,
you?
I'm going to have a look. Um, in the meantime, maybe we should do our lessons and I'll see if I can find it while we're sharing our
Okay.
lessons this week. I'm going to stop sharing this and see if I can share the picture.
Well, I've got a couple that I can talk about.
There you go.
So the first one is it's on dark blue paper here. It's not up to you to change your brother, but merely to accept him as he is, to perceive errors in anyone and to react to them as if they were real is to make them real to you. Love that. Next
Mm.
one. The Holy Spirit in you forgives all things in you and in your brother.
Right.
And the last one, you cannot
Ah,
correct yourself. Is it possible then for you to correct another? Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, it's much more robust now. I'm all the way up the right side of the computer with layers now.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
so
going
I
to
get to
steal some
look
of
at that
your.
all
What was that, Gary?
day. I said I get to look at it all day.
That must have been freaky to see a picture of your actual screen, though. It's like
It
those.
was weird, I gotta say. It was weird. I highly
Mm,
recommend it though, Kate. Just get some Scotch tape and write them on Post-its and plaster it around your screen, and
Mm,
it just acts as a great reminder.
mm, for sure.
absolutely. Love it.
I was busy looking for your picture, so I didn't even get your I was listening to your statements, Gary, but I didn't quite. And that's like, oh wow, I want that one. Oh wow, I want that one. So you have three this time.
Yeah, I do.
Mm.
I'm a glutton.
I had picked your first one, but now I'm changing to your second one.
Good
Thief.
deal.
What's the second one?
So that was the Holy Spirit in you forgives all things in you and your brother,
Mm.
and in your brother.
What was the first one, Gary? Because I'm not
The
going to
first
steal.
one was, it is not up to you to change your brother, but merely to accept him as he is. To what is that word? Oh, to perceive errors in anyone and to react to them as if they were real is to make them real to you.
Mm, I can't type them that quick. So I'm going to stick with mine that I did highlight. If you would find your way and keep it, it's the only truth beside you for your walk together. For you,
Mm.
beside you, for you walk together.
That's good too.
And I'm going to search for those as well.
Mm.
Jane, have you got one?
I'm kind of paraphrasing here, and I'm actually saying for the next week, I will be mindful of if I condemn you, then I condemn myself.
Awesome.
Mm. Linda.
Atonement cannot be separate because it comes from love.
Mm. Beautiful.
Nice.
Well, oh, next week I won't be here. I have to go to the city and I'll be driving and meetings, blah, blah, blah. Wednesday's just a write-off, so I'm afraid I can't do next week.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's a good thing Gary's got 3 lessons.
So does that mean
That's good.
we're not meeting next week?
Not meeting next week, I won't, no. Unless someone else has the Kindle version and wants to run it without me, that's all good.
I'll wait for you, V.
Actually,
All
that's
right.
good. That's good because I'll be on a plane. I am coming over to Perth next week to finish that garden off. And then
Ah,
I'll be on the plane on the following Wednesday coming home.
right. Oh,
Nice.
so you're going to miss
Okay,
2 weeks
yeah.
then.
Oh no, yeah, it's the week after I'll miss that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 weeks. I'll miss 2 weeks. Oh
Mm.
shit.
We
But
better take our lesson seriously this week.
yes, yes. I might go find
I've
a
got
garden.
3 of them. I'm good.
I might see you in Perth then, Linda.
Yes, yes, you might. I'll be down in Falcon. Mm.
Cool. All right.
Yes, I'm coming over on Thursday, so I'll be down there on Friday
Right.
next week. Mm.
Cool.
Hmm.
I might catch you on the way home
When are you heading home?
Saturday.
Okay. Are you
Unless
talking
you-
this week?
Next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
31st. Cool.
Yeah.
We shall do that offline. We'll plot and scheme offline.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
If only we could do that with everybody else too. Just pop in
I
away
know.
somewhere.
Yeah,
It's like, hey, why don't we meet at the Dome in Subiaco? You know,
yeah.
over by the City Oval. You know.
But I will. I'll send you the address of where I'm
Yeah.
going to be because the beach house is no longer available. That's been sold
Yeah.
to Billy's son now.
You know, V, I used to own a flat right over by the Subi Oval.
Yep.
Yeah, a little
Subiaco's
townhome.
just all changed now.
Is it?
You wouldn't recognize it. I'll check out if the dome's still there actually. It might not even be there. So you might need to meet somewhere else, but I'm sure we'll find something.
I'll be there. I'll be there tomorrow. How's that? We'll see you guys
so good.
later.
Okay. See you
Have a great
next week.
couple of weeks. Love you.
Okay.
Absolutely. Love to
Bye.
everybody. Keep
Bye.